What's up, sluts? Time to get in gear. A lot of work to be done out here. This is how it's done. Brown bag. Never gonna guess what I have. I'm always sad that I come home stuck in the mud. Douglas Love home. If two shallow, then dig it more deep. If too narrow, then dig it more wide. Shake hands with the others. Sorry, guys. And the shoes on. You don't want to wear your sleighing shoes inside. Out here you come to do battle. You decide what lives and dies in the garden. Oh, fucking pretty flowers, right? Garden head has a hard job. You gotta tell some plants they can stay and take the other plants and, well, take them to the bottom. Oh, I should be so lucky. So touching the romance. I'm always sad. Stuck in the mud. Douglas Love home. Manhattan with waffles and hatchets, taking to the living dead. It's getting bigger. Nickel dime, nickel dime, nickel dime. It's such a long, bloody drama. Nickel dime, nickel dime. Causing more commotion with that steam locomotion. Let's get on. Nickel dime, nickel dime, nickel dime. It's such a long road trip. Nickel dime, nickel dime. Get up on the chuck wagon, if your feet are dragging. Get up on the chuck wagon, if your feet are dragging. Look at this shit. These rocks. They're fucking everywhere. Just everywhere. So basically, this will be, I think this is an old, there was a house that burned down here. And this is the foundation, and anything that didn't burn, thrown together and buried in stones. Although there's lots of places that seem to be like this in town. The only reason I say the fire, not like a garbage dump like most of town is because I keep finding burnt patches, and some of the areas have nails in them, but you get these really weird patches of like burn in the rock. Like, at first I thought they were just old fire pits, but they're all over different places. That's originally why I put the fucking altar down there, because I hit rocks and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna dig this shit up. So I put stuff on it, and instead of digging up that one hole that first year, I'm digging up now the whole yard 2 years later. So I would not suggest doing this for anyone else. Gotta punish it somehow. See, the problem is a lot of this looks like dirt. Yeah, it looks like black, rich dirt, especially like after the rain. Nothing grows on this shit at all. The only reason there's plants on the top of this is because I dumped compost on top of it at the beginning of the year where I had my flowers planted. When you take that first layer of dirt off, this black stuff is like a layer they put in, like this black stones. Build your ship and sail across the sea of flame. Oh, yeah, there are fucking holes here now. Like, so yeah, they buried this and it didn't all collapse, or pieces of wood that were already burnt rotted out over time, and there's these like empty holes. Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. But I mean, the ground's so hard. There's clay. There was clay on top of it. Clay and rocks to get to this layer. I'll fill up a thing and show you. Hold on. Oh shit, it's my jam. and she started to scream. Man, you look like you're straight out of Eden. So it was that I labeled throwback to the Mesozoic was a circus freak to entertain you drunken monk. But Faith still had her twisted sense of humor, and she granted me safe passage to sunny Florida. For the past 300 years now, I have been breeding with an unheard of efficiency. Soon my progeny will rise up quickly. Hail Draco, king of the dragon men. So that shit, this shit comes from these lovely yard, eventually ends up here at the bottom. So basically, this shit is that. My little cousin was here. Oh, my fucking knee is broken. He came over and we made this little slide, but it's also, I was playing with him and I really banged up my knee, man. It just popped. If you guys heard a snap, that was my knee breaking. I would literally start crying if this wasn't on right now. It's not even live, but still gotta man it up. Holy shit. Okay. Besides my broken knee, this is the bane of my existence. Compost. All roads lead here. You do good in my garden, you can hope to end up here someday. If you come to my garden as some fucking outside weed motherfucker, you're gonna end up here. So you see, no one gets out of this garden alive. It's just kind of when you want me to get you kind of thing. But my great hope would be that this woman stops at the stop sign. She does not. It would be that I can combine that compost with this pile of fucking just, I just can't see what you see. I feel like you see nothing. This fucking shit, I would love to incorporate with fertilizer and shit, but it just seems like such a waste otherwise. But right now, it serves as filler. Like if any of my neighbors need filler, fucking get me. Get at. But, yeah, shit adds up at the bottom. I should move this fucking car. Appalachian Way runs from Georgia clear up to Maine. Oh, the Rock Carolina sun run from the cool Devil Hills out to the cold green lake. This is killing me, guys. I'm sorry. I'll say, Lord, 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 Lord. Four lords and one more. Tell me, please summon fire with a simple flint and stone. If you can't, then maybe you better go back to what you know. Lord, 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 Lord. Oh, I crushed my comfrey. I forgot about this one. I got lots of comfrey all smashed up. Shit. Pretty good size, too. I mean, it's still good. It's all like flattened on the ground. It was underneath some of my compost. Holy shit. Things were getting out of hand here. Better off playing leapfrog with a unicorn. That's right. Sorry, that was compost I got from my grandmother's 89-year-old grandmother's house the other day. Still in her yard. Always try to bring compost from anywhere I am. Because this dirt sucks. But yeah, the whole digging out of the dirt. Planning on getting a truckload and filling it all in, you know.
with actual soil.
Was it I, was it shadow?
Yeah, it's no wonder this is probably where I got bit by that fucking tick. I think I got bit by a tick at the beginning of the year. My fucking leg is swollen down by my ankle, and it has been. But so I've read Rant 100 times, and I saw like 5 spiders. I assumed it was just a spider bite, and I was sick from a spider venom or some weird shit. But I've been like fucking down all summer, man. Like dizzy, sick. And I got tested for Lyme disease the other day. I should know. Should have results in a little bit. I don't know. It's probably hard to get a hold of me. Dumpers, bags, fucking mess. I mean, it's better now. I have not been out in fucking all month. In fucking all month, he says. Oh man, I mean it. Feeling down. Boys and girls.
There is snow falling everywhere. Sorceress, you bring a new sun, and we will soon be there. When we go carelessly careening, quickly screaming all the way. Gravity is such a drag, and we will not obey. Carelessly careening, quickly screaming all the way. Gravity is such a drag, and we will not obey.
See, every time I think about stopping digging, I hit another Tommyknocker piece and have to dig a little further. A little bit further now. And a little bit further now. And you just keep going. It's like never ending battle here. As all great battles are. But Jesus. Lay. Wanted this shit like mad when I was a kid to make pots. Well, I wanted Reggie to make pots. He was really good at it, but we wanted clay, man. It's fucking all underneath our feet. Everywhere.
Gordon Blonder's henchmen, shifting their coins in time. Kill devil's universes.
I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just put it on top, man? And that is reasonable. And if you're reasonable, do it that way. However, you're a madman and realize waste is a thief. And all these rocks here, even the clay, are tools that I can use in my garden. So I have to keep them. I have to pull them, I have to separate them, and I have to shove them up my ass until I know what to fucking do with them.
Places in between, grandma so seldom seen. Oh, the guilt of Ulysses.
Here's another piece where I think wood rotted out. You can see ashes. Oh, holy goodness. Like deep, boys. Holy shit, I found the Tommyknocker. I found the entrance, I think. I've been looking all year. I knew I was bringing you guys with me for a reason. Holy shit. Look at this fucking hole.
Can you see what I see? I can't see what you see.
Just my hands there.
Yeah, see this fucking hole? I think it was full of flies.
No, I'm pretty sure I dug a locust out though. Beginning of the summer. Fucker freaked out. I'm sorry, I'm like sunblind. I can't see the screen, so I can't see what you see. Which means I can't, AKA I can't see what I'm filming. Good news is I think I got a couple lines on editor, or at least a computer, that I can start editing. It's just, it takes too, I could probably edit it down, and I'm going to probably do like long play, full run-throughs of my videos, and then you could do just boss battles, or however I want to however I decide to title them. Story mode, full walkthroughs, you know, with all power-ups included. Every subtle nod, hidden wink. But that shit is gonna fly in the long term. It'd be like me telling everybody, hey, play Legacy of Kain and come talk to me about it. I really like that game. And then me wait. I did that in 2002, I think, when I graduated high school. Gave homework out. Just play a game so you can talk to me about it intelligently, not like remember the things I said. I need to be debated on the subject by somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about. Which I'm gonna have to throw this to Max Darrett? Max Darrett? I don't know, he makes pretty cool fucking breakdowns, and he's the only one that pulls in half the shit that I want to see. Like, the duality, how that they used to call me that in Portland, but it was more like, yeah, whatever. Point is he's been on pulling out the shadow for a long time, and I think he's kind of ready to retackle some ideas that he may have thought. See, he had a similar thought that I did, that if you can't add an original take on something, there's no point in doing it. But once you do enough history, like research, there's very few original ideas. They are just redone in a unique fashion. This hole still goes. Holy shit. I think it was a wood beam or something. I don't know. No animal was down here because this was below 2 feet of, or a foot of clay to get to here. Because even the top that you're sitting on, the camera is technically me shaving the topsoil down so I can get to this crap that doesn't allow life to live.
Yeah.
Fucking being in the garden head sounds fun, right? You get to have a garden that produces beautiful things, flowers, food. All of nature comes here to fuck. It's a pretty happening place. But to have one that you would probably accept, and most people in general, you have to tend it. Which means you don't just put stuff there and let it go wild. As much as nature has to offer in nature, and even nowadays, I mean, with forests and all that, what you see is still the hand of people replanting shit. But the idea of a garden is the idea of nature being bound by another form of order. Because I was going to say it's chaos, but the chaos of nature is an illusion that mankind imposed on it with the order of our society. But if we take that concept and apply it to other areas like design, a human can see and plan for future events that a plant can't. It being bound to its position that it's given at the beginning. Our class of life can move around. But our class of life can also choose to move plants around, which is the ancient shamanic communication where plants are like, hey, this soil sucks here, take me over here. And when they do, they're given a bunch of food for doing it. Or, you know, the whole finding the intelligence in the chemical makeup by the plants revealing what other plants are needed to allow the body to process them properly. But all this is a back and forth between the garden and the gardener or gardeners. I think it's pretty much being accepted now that the Amazon is a giant jungle that was not... Oh look, I found a crystal. I don't know if you can see that. I always find treasure, but it's not always cool. I forget what I was saying. I found a crystal. I'll get back to it. I gotta get a bucket. see, so much, it's like years of just shit, like things burning, but things of no value burning, have left the soil dead, which means nothing living comes from this ground. There was a weird fungus that I wanted to show you guys, but it's been too cold. It's kind of, I think it's growing up out of the out of the stuff in the fire, but I'm not sure. I'll try to find pictures of them in front of my Insta, my gram. But yeah, so the soil is shit. So the reason I'm taking it out and replacing it is not only, you know, to have a good garden, but to make the soil usable for the future. Because if you keep throwing shit on top of it, the topsoil washes away, okay? This is going to create a basin for it to sit within, and then be held with the clay that's around the edges, like a swimming pool, you know, holds the water. But this will also hold the water when I water them, which it should be a hell of a lot better than it was before, where water kind of runs off the top of this shit. But your garden, if you ever have one, can teach you a lot about the world and society. So the issues you deal with in your garden, your compost, with the weeds, and the weather that doesn't always seem to go with your plants or your planning. If you didn't plan out well, you know, you may have things in the shade, in a dry shade that like wet sun, you know, or a wet shade that like dry sun. There's so many combinations, we don't need to go over things like that, but the idea is every plant does better in its element. Some plants grow really well beside each other. The morning glories, some people are afraid of them because they seem like they're very viney, and they attach themselves to everything. But they, from what I can tell, so this with these guys just taking over because the seeds being in my compost, and I distributed compost early, so it was like tomato plants. Tomato seeds and morning glory seeds were just all in there, apparently, because I had tomatoes and morning glories all over my garden that I didn't plant. But so things like that can grow really well anywhere, and will grow with anything there beside. And you can sort of see in the plant how much it likes it or doesn't like it by like the size of the leaves, and the flowers is clearly your best bet. Like, a lot of people are always like, well, how do you keep your flowers? I mean, your flowers, always flowers. I just have plants. It's like, you just water them. A plant can't move without water. The roots can't move. The flowers can't open. You need water flowing through it. Okay. Now, not all plants like a lot of water all the time, but as a general rule, the concept of a plant doing something, it needs water and sunlight. This isn't fucking rocket science, guys. We've been doing this since the beginning. And the shit that applies here applies everywhere. And we forgot that. Theory and practice have gotten too wide. It's good to have theory and push the boundaries. But when we try to enact that all in society, you're going to have shit like this happen in your society.